Riley Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn to get this one started. And off we go on EA Sports. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. Ready? Ready? Ready, my son.
On first down, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 75 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Lutz now to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 21.
Down. Green, down. Green.
Watson now to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Set. Black 22. Black 22.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. A.J. Klein coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
3rd and long. It's Watson. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They are going for it. Here's Watson. Then he's got the completion to Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there.
Black 22! Black!
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Saints coming out now to take the field. So Bree's going to lead the Saints up here 1st and 10 at the 34.
Ready! We're waiting!
Shotgun now for Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Hey, we're waiting!
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready! We're waiting!
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Breeze. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Ready! We're waiting!
They do go for it. It's Breeze. Looking again for Thomas, this time complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Breeze now already over 100 yards passing in this first quarter. It's 1st and 10.
Ready. You ready?
Breeze to throw again. Gets it to Meredith, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Yeah, baby. Here we go.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Here we go. Ready. You ready?
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Ready. You ready?
Breeze now on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Back to the ground, it's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are able to cash in for 6. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Now Sean Payton going to say, let's go for 2 on this one. Now Breeze. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. Lutz now to kick this one away.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10. Now Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Demario Davis coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big 30-yard play on third. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. The Texans with the first opportunity now from the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal from the 10-yard line. Watson looks to throw again. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. On the move to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
Black 22! Black 22!
And before this 4th and 3 play, we're going to get whistles and a timeout as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Saints able to come up with a goal line stand. Back near his goal line. Here's Breeze. And Breeze is going to go down in the end zone. A safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
first and 10. Watson. The 20. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A gain of 32 that time.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Watson hands to Miller on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On second down, here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Demaryius Thomas in the final seconds of the first half. And the Texans are an extra point away from taking the lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. This time, the extra point up and good. And that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Texans set to come onto the field. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here.
Down. Blue 80. Blue 80.
Watson now to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Watson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A.J. Klein in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now it's Watson. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They are going for it. Here's Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Breeze. That's caught by Meredith right side. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him.
And this is going to be incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play.
Whenever they're trying to attack a zone defense, you're trying to figure out where your gaps are going to be. And depending on what type of zone they're playing, it could be on the outside, it could be in the middle, it could be in the seams, in the edges. In this case, they tried to attack the middle of the field, but this zone defense didn't allow it because they were able to see the ball come off the quarterback's hands, and everyone was able to react to the football and knock it away.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He hits his target, left side, Watson. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
And it'll be intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
After the interception, here's Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A very solid gain of 27. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he's got the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
A first down carry now for Miller. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Black 22! Black 22!
Back now in Houston. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Here's Watson now on 2nd down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That goes for a gain of 31. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful. He's got a man, complete, 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the 4th quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. Lutz now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Watson. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Down.
Watson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very solid gain of 27. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. And it's caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. To throw is Watson, and his pass incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They come out here in the eye. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. The extra point, a vital one, and he gets it to go. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Back to throw, Breeze. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Breeze. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Ready, what's up?
Breeze to throw. It's brought in right side by Ginn. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Breeze now. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. To throw, it's Breeze. And Ginn's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. He got 29 yards that time. He's been quiet all afternoon. He may have just come up with a play of the day right there, though.
Obviously, it's not the volume in which you get done. It's the quality, and that's a quality catch right there.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
Here we go.
Now Breeze. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. His first attempt of the afternoon, and it's for the win. And it's no good. Lutz pulled it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little. And when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Down. Green, the line. Green.
Now it's Watson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out is the Texans offense as they get set to take over here. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
That's a football play right there. That takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get it to your back, get a lot of people out in front, control the line of scrimmage, wide receivers blocking downfield. It almost feels like half the crowd is in front of him, getting it down to the secondary. They have a tough time getting him down.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
First throw in OT for Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
You have to give big-time credit to the cornerback on that play. Most of them like to just sit back and say, I'm playing pass. But he diagnosed that play so fast and got into the backfield for a loss of yardage. That's a monster play by a corner.
To throw on second is Watson. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Third and long. It's Watson. And there's that man again. It's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And you definitely could make the case we might not even be in overtime had he not thrown 3 interceptions in regulation. But looking better here so far in OT.
Yeah, and when you think about what a coach is thinking at that point, because normally you've thrown 3 picks during the game, you might craft your play calling to be a little more careful. Not in this case. The green light is still on for him.
They'll try and run for it with Miller. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. And I know you with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. He's going to get it running right. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Now Watson on 3rd and goal. And this will be caught. Touchdown. They needed overtime to get it done, but put this one in the win column. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans.